Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last time I made a video about Spider-Man 2, I'm almost positive it got my channel re-shadow banned, considering that it was a complete nuclear bomb going off regarding the whole LGBTQ stuff and the absolute hypocrisy that Insomniac Games has showcased with this game, Spider-Man 2, and the following Nexus mods and all these other modding websites and their hypocrisy by not talking about what Insomniac Games has done regarding their game. But with all that being said, we have self-insert herself, Mary Jane, that apparently the director, the creative director, defends the Mary Jane missions. Now, a lot of people are complaining about the Mary Jane missions, and it's not because that she's a female, it's simply because they are clearly one of the most boring aspects of the game that a lot of people hated from the first game, and they brought it back in full force and made you do it again with a uglier version of Mary Jane that was a self-insert from a writer that everybody swears is not true, but it absolutely is, and you can pretty much tell it. So let's get into this article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. So it says Marvel Spider-Man 2 creative director defends Mary Jane missions and says if she's a little OP, I don't give a crap. Yes, apparently making this woman who has absolutely no superpowers whatsoever the most powerful character in all of Spider-Man 2 is apparently just, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. They don't care. They don't care. Why do they care? Why should they care, right? They, at the end of the day, they know exactly what they're doing. This is Insomniac Games, okay? This is the ultimate virtue signaling studio that doesn't stand by what they actually say. So it says, while the interludes have proven themselves to be one of the most widely disliked features of the series among both critics and fans alike, Sony's Insomniac Games Marvel Spider-Man series director Brian Inethar is sticking by his team's decision to bring back the first game's mandatory Mary Jane stealth missions for its symbiote-covered sequel. Inethar offered his defense of these widely panned moments of gameplay during an appearance on the 821st episode of IGN's Beyond podcast, met with the observation from his host that he had made MJ the most OP character in the game before being asked for his insight into the development philosophy behind her missions. Inethar in turn explained, so I knew that those missions weren't the fan favorites coming out of Spider-Man 1. Whoa, wait a second. So you're admitting on the podcast that people hated these missions. The gamers who paid money for your game openly criticized it and said, wow, these stealth missions are kind of cringy and they suck and they really make the game boring. Please do not add them into the second game. And you, as a creative director, said, nope, identity politics wins over everything. We're going to throw them in there and make you do it with an uglier version of Mary Jane. Like, what kind of sense is this, man? Oh man, I swear, I really swear. Sometimes I think like gamers do it to themselves, right? Because people buy this shit anyway at the end of the day, and it just goes to show that these creative directors and studios, they don't care, man. Like it's obvious that they don't care. We talk about that all the time, and it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to see them actively, literally tell you, hey, I don't care, deal with it anyway, kind of a thing, right? So it says we had two choices, he told IGN's Max Scoville, Jada Griffin, and Josh Dew. We could say, all right, we'll make it easy and just not do it, and everybody would go, great, no MJ missions. Or we could say, hey, we've talked about showing the world from all different, oh, here we go. We're going to make her moments better. We're going to take on the challenge. We're going to make people like playing as her. Nobody likes it, bro. You've tried and you failed. Just deal with it. Why are you trying? These people are stupid. Like, I really think they are stupid with two O's. Like, that's how stupid they are. It says we pick and choose our spots, Inethar recalled, before declaring we knew we had to make her more of a proactive, capable person, and if she's a little OP, I don't give a crap. She's fine. I don't care. This is literally the writer, by the way. Like, the writer looks like this for Mary Jane. I don't know if you are aware, but the writer is seriously, literally almost 99% identical. So we clearly see where they got the inspiration for this absolutely stupid version of Mary Jane. I felt like it would be taking the easy way out if we didn't make her playable to the point where I said we're going to do it. I don't care. We'll cut other stuff. Inethar further elaborated, because it's important to show her to be a capable hero. She's not a hero, bro. She's not a hero. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's not a oh my god, man. I don't know how more frustrated I can get about this game because I love Spider-Man, but she's not a fucking hero, okay? Like, obviously you could be a hero without being a superhero, but this is a superhero game. It's everybody's playing it to play as Spider-Man. They're playing it to play as the cover character, and you're trying to make this about Mary Jane. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would people want to play as Mary Jane in a Spider-Man game? If you want people to like playing as Mary Jane, go make a Mary Jane game and see how that does. It says, I think that's really important, and this may sound cliche or whatever, but you don't need powers to be a hero. I wanted her to show, oh my god, it's cringe. It's so cringy. It's so cringy. My cringe meter is just going through the roof right now. Turning to the game's final story beat, wherein Peter Parker and Miles Morales and MJ all go toe-to-toe with an army of symbiotes in order to stop their hive from overtaking Earth, the red-headed heroine armed with nothing more than a sonic wave-emitting firearm, Inithar then revealed, for example, in the original plan, she wasn't a playable character in the last mission, but we thought, hey, can we all get all three of them working as a team in that final mission so that at the very end, she's there? Yeah, she's probably OP, reiterated the director, but I don't care. That's unbelievable. That is honestly unbelievable and unacceptable that as the creative director, you literally made the female with no superpowers to be the most OP character in the game compared to two literal Spider-Men. Like, I don't understand. You got Miles Morales and you got Peter Parker. Like, why would you then make MJ the most OP character out of the three? That just doesn't make any sense from a creative standpoint. But you clearly don't care because everything has to do with identity politics with you. Identity politics takes precedence over everything, even storyline, even if it doesn't make sense. It takes precedent. Moving to provide some insight into the game development of MJ's gameplay sections, Inithar next divulged how in Spider-Man 1 there was a really early, super early in development. We never made it, but it was a part of the story treatment where Pete was going to be injured and he could barely walk. She was going to actually get him to safety. She was going to grab one of his web shooters and she was going to put it on, actually fire at enemies that they were trying to get to them, but that never happens. Oh my God, if that happened, I would die laughing. I would literally die laughing if you had MJ throw on some web shooters and all of a sudden she was able to take out 20 dudes. Like, I'm telling you right now, if they did that, it would have been such an epic troll. They would have got trolled off the face of the internet. I think that's where the web shooter idea came from, because I was like, let's give her the ability to stun enemies in the first mission. Giving his final thoughts on the topic, the director ultimately affirmed that the playable MJ sections made a return in Marvel Spider-Man 2 because, simply put, I just didn't want us to wimp out and take the easy way out. And again, it's a testament to the team, especially like that second mission. He concluded, I just said, make her feel like a hero, and they did it, and I'm really proud. And if she's a little overpowered, oh well. Wow. Imagine in a game where you have Venom, right? In a game where you have Spider-Man, you have Miles Morales, in a game where you have an army of symbiotes, the most OP character in the entire game is feminist girl boss Mary Jane. Like, this is the problem that's infecting gaming right now. It's already infected TV shows. It's already infected movies. It is absolutely infecting gaming. It has completely destroyed comic books. This is the problem right here, where in a game like this, they decided, hey, identity politics must take precedence, and we're going to make the female character who has absolutely zero superpowers, who has absolutely zero abilities whatsoever other than technology. We're going to make her the most OP character in the entire game, and then try to make you be convinced that you like playing as her. Even though you're telling us you don't like playing as her, stop making us have to play as her. We're going to tell you that you're wrong, and you should really enjoy playing as this OP female non-superhero hero, because that's what really matters at the end of the day. My God, Insomniac Games is completely lost. And if anybody keeps supporting this company, I really don't know what to tell you. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.